Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into our channels and this much love from here. And I said that this is all about learning, and when you are not learning, and say that whenever you stop learning, you're falling behind. And I always stated that when you the moment that your teachers completed with you, when they finish and they sent you out of the world, that is when the learning starts. And learning is something that is very simple. And what to talk about is consistency in learning, creating skills that you could not learn in formal education. That is what creates success, and success is consistency, focus. And what is very much important, ladies and gentlemen, that there is something that I really wanted to share very quick today, and I know that everybody is still grinding, and if you don't know, this is a community of those guys that have just said that this is our identity, and our identity is success, and there is nothing that is going to stop us. And this community is building something so great that even the world is not yet ready to receive it. And if you are not yet joined as ladies and gentlemen, you are missing a lot. Join this community and let us move forward. Another 5 years to come, you're going to stand on a platform that even you will be wondering, how did you make it this far? And there's something that I was just sharing with the a very young entrepreneur, and he shared something very important, and I felt it's very necessary that I should share this to this community that is never giving up. There is scientifically it has been proven that it takes about 21 days or 3 weeks for a habit to stick in. Changing a habit is one of the most stressful and difficult thing to do, because habits, so that it leaves a lot of consistency, it leaves a lot of patience, and we're looking at it takes about 21 days. And this I was sharing another a very young entrepreneur that I'll mention him, and I even share his link here so that you can follow him. He talks about 21-day success plan. And there is something that he talks about that is quite very much important. And it says that success, for us really to succeed, it takes like 21 days for a habit to stick. Even a habit for to be identified as a successful person, or somebody that is consistent and is heading or is geared towards success. And it says something very important. It says it's not a data, and I liked it. It said that it's normally divided into three phases, and it's each and every phase like takes like 7 days for each and every phase, and these 7 days must be consistent, and I have repeated consistent several times. Why? Because consistency, it has been said, it beats talent several times. Then this talks about phase one, and say that phase one is also normally divided into three phases, and phase one say that number one that it talks about, that for us to build a goal or a success, number one, you must break the limitations, the habits, the behaviors that have kept you behind. That's the first thing. The ideas, the behaviors, the habits that have kept you behind. Number two, he talked about after breaking the limitations, the second thing is very much clear. You build routines, systems, and structures that can now support progress. Then, number three, you lock it in. Let it now be your identity. That is what he talked about. Those three phases, and those three phases can be achieved in 21 days. 21-day plan. And this 21-day plan is what I'm really excited about, this 21-day plan. I really want us, all of us, to apply it in our life. That if you want to change a habit, go for these three phases in 21 days. And number one, let's just look at briefly what number one is all about. Number one is to break the limitations, the habits, and even the behaviors that have kept you behind. Most of us, it has been said that he stated it clearly that most of us set goals. We are waiting for end year so that the year can start, so that we set a goal. But so that setting a goal is not, that is not even near to achieving a measurable success. The first that you must do is to break the limitations and even those old habits. Because even say that a farmer does not plant seeds where there are weeds. The first of all that you must weed out all the weeds, clear the farm. Even you are clearing your mind, remove the old habits that have kept you behind for so long. That is it. And I found it very interesting. And it's not about that in this, the first 7 days. How do you do this? Number one is to burn the bridges behind you. Burn the bridges, ladies and gentlemen. And even the history gives us very nice examples, like Hanais Cortez when he landed in the New World with these soldiers. The soldiers were threatened when they met a very huge army that they were going to face, and they knew that they can never face this army, they can never win. What did Hanas Cortez do? The first thing, he ordered that the ships to be burned. And as the ships were up in flames, he told the soldiers that you can see our ships are up in flames. There is no turning back. It is either we win or we perish. They won. They won. And whether you agree with the philosophy or not, that's not even the case here. The case here is very simple, that where there is unwavering commitment that knows no fallback, there is always success. That is it. That burn any bridge that is that you can fall back into. Anytime you set a goal and you are going for it and you say that if I fail this, I know I have still something behind. And that's what even has kept several people in very stressful jobs where they wake up every day frustrated, knowing that they are trying something, but they know that they still have a job. Permanence, it's comfort. But the moment that you burn that comfort, there are several examples that really illustrate this. And even there's a day that an athlete that turned into a boxer, champion boxer, and he gave his story on a television. Said it very clearly that he banned his TV, he deleted all his social media handles so that it could remove all the distractions on his way. Do you know why? Because those were the bridges that were held him behind. And immediately that he went ahead and became a champion. That is burning the bridges behind you. That is what he talked about, ladies and gentlemen. Burn the bridge behind you. Number two, say that there is something that is quite important, is kill the excuses. Kill the excuse engines. Excuses, we are told that sometimes they appear logic and sometimes they're logically right. And I know that excuses, they're normally lies that are dressed in justifications. Some things that you tell yourself that it is not at the right time. I am busy. I'll do it tomorrow. Stop that and do it now. Ask yourself, tilt it. I don't have enough time. Ask yourself, how can I make good use of the time that I have? That is what is important. I will do it tomorrow. Ask yourself, how will a successful person respond to this? You'll ask yourself, who can help me now? How can I start? Let's start. That is it. That is what I'm looking at this particular time. Then he talked about something that phase two is something that he really explained it at large, but I just want to summarize it. When he talked about building the core systems, you're building the structures, the systems, and the habits that really support the real progress. And this I've been talking about it several times that when we are setting, we are not just talking about a goal, but what is important is the systems that you are building that will support these goals year in, year out, that you can achieve that goal every time without any failure. That's what I'm looking at this time. And this, like I mentioned, that Bob Proctor put it very clearly. That it's not about the goal that it's not about the goal that you set. You can set a goal to be a millionaire, but it's not the millions that is important. It is the person that you have to become to be a millionaire. That's what is very much important. And that is the system. The systems, the routines that you are doing every day. It must not be something that is very rigid, like a 5 a.m. rituals that is so rigid that, when it's too rigid, it becomes stressful and you might not keep it. Just want something very simple, routine that you can follow consistently. If it is just like a workout, you just want to be in shape, start with 10 minutes workout. Just run around your neighborhood. Just even start by walking. You want to save per month. You have never saved. Why do you want to go for 100,000? I will be saving 100,000, yet you're earning 110,000. How do you save 100,000 for 110,000? Maybe you're earning 50,000 to save 40,000. How? Start with 1,000. Improve to 2,000. Improve to 3,000. Something simple that you can do without failing. That's what we're talking about here. That's about the building the routines. And routines, he talked about something that I want to just look at. What he mentioned about the routines that number one was to set a crystal clear vision for your life. That's what I've talked about several times. And even in the Bible, it calls it a man without a vision is as same as dead. There's now has nothing. Why should we even live it when we don't have a vision? And even I said that imagination is the highest focus that a man has been given for free. You can imagine and you can create something out of imagination. Imagine. Imagination is this is the highest faculty. Imagine, see yourself having the best life ever. See yourself driving the best car on earth. See yourself having the best family. That is it. See yourself standing in that platform that you wish to stand. See yourself doing it and write it down. That becomes what do you want to leave behind? This is a legacy. This is what you are creating. What are you leaving behind? That is what we're talking about. A legacy. Write it down. Don't even judge yourself. Don't even overthink about it. Don't even think how you're going to achieve it. After doing that, the next thing is to select just one goal that can help you achieve that particular vision. Then start doing it. Focus, consistently do that particular one goal that can help you achieve that particular vision. Like I always ask something very simple that if you only have you are told that you only have 6 months to live, what is that one goal that you're going to achieve? Start with that one. Do it, ladies and gentlemen. And consistently build a routine that will help you do that. The next thing is to build a routine. Build a routine. A routine is something that you do every day without thinking about it. Just build it and do it. There is nothing about routines and all of our life is all about routines anyway. What makes it so difficult for us to build a routine? Something that you can do every day without even thinking. But it is geared and helping you achieve your goal. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, phase three. I'm just going over this thing very simple. There's a day that will take and discuss these things in detail, face by face, and come up with a strategy, come up with a particular goal that we're going to achieve. Now we're just looking at an overview. Phase three talks about this. The last 7 days is about locking it in. This I talk about. He talked about track and measure. That is number one. Track and measure. Always, if you cannot track a habit or track your goal, that is how, because you say that what get tracked or what get measured get improved. So as long as you can track, you say that you are going to work out for 5 minutes. Did you do it? Yes, I did it. I'll save 1,000 this month. You save it? Yes. Put a tick. I'll I'll be walking 2 kilometers every day. Did you do it? Put a tick. And that is it. After taking a healthy meal, putting after you've just placed your plate or your dish in the sink, you put a tick. I ate the healthy meal. You track it, track and measure. Then after measuring, you'll go through and get what did I not do right. Then you improve it. You improve on that. That is the key of tracking. The next part is accountability. Here I put either person or a system to keep you on check, accountable. Like say that when you promise yourself something, there is high probability that you are going not to do it. You'll miss it. But when you promise somebody you respect or maybe you love or respect, there's high probability that you are going to keep the promise. That is accountability. When you bring in a third party, systems are there that can keep you accountable. There's so many systems, even habit trackers. The apps have been developed for you that can even help you to track your saving, to track your expenditures, to track your habits, to track your walking, to track the time you are sleeping, to track the time that you are on the phone, to track any kind of distractions that you are doing, to know how many hours do you spend sleeping, how many hours do you spend on the screen, how many hours do you spend walking on a day, how many hours are you active or inactive. Those are some things that are there, those are accountable. Then the last thing is solidified. Now let it become your identity. Now you're not just a person who have a goal to be in good shape, but you are a person who doesn't miss a workout. You're not just a person that is anticipating having 20 million, but you are a person who doesn't miss saving each and every month. Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And I know that you have learned something, and I know we still have a lot to learn and continue striving for the better part of yourself. Thank you.